Well, if you haven't had the chance to catch a musical yet, this year I have one in store for you. We got the Horseheads High School presenting the SpongeBob musical, and joining me live in studio this morning is Jiwoo Kim, who is playing SpongeBob, and Vincent Cole, who is playing Patrick. Guys, thank you so much for joining me so early this morning. A lot of exciting planning going on, but Jiwoo, I want to start with you. Playing SpongeBob, tell me a little bit about the musical, what it's about, and how putting the production has been so far.
The SpongeBob musical is a musical about SpongeBob. It is based on the TV show, the beloved TV show, but the plot follows SpongeBob and his friends on a journey to save Bikini Bottom, as there is a impending catastrophe. So they need to prevent this from happening, so the entire show is about them dealing with it.
Wow, nice. So, and Vincent, I'm curious to know, what has it been overall within leading up to these next couple of weeks, next week being tech rehearsal now, how has it been putting this all together with the whole cast?
It's been a lot. There's definitely a lot of aspects that people practice on their own, and then once you throw it together, it's like, oh, now we know that we need to fix this, or, oh my goodness, this needs to be worked on now. Like, there's a lot of things that just get thrown together, and everybody learns, like, at the same time.
Right. And Jiwoo, I'm curious to know, how has it been tapping into the quirky character that SpongeBob, we all know him as?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a challenge to be trying to play a character like SpongeBob, just because he is so well known, and he has a lot of very specific mannerisms that are harder to replicate. But I think the musical gives you a chance to kind of make the character your own, but obviously it has to be recognizable. So SpongeBob is very optimistic and very, I guess, interesting, and I like to kind of bring that quirk into my performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vincent, we saw some images of you there during rehearsals, really getting into the character there, getting into the moment. I'm curious to know, what has been the biggest challenge for you so far this year?
Surprisingly, acting very, very stupid. As a stupid pink sea star, it is so hard to just relax but also act at the same time. Like,
yeah.
You have to act like you're lazy, or act like you don't know what's going on, or just act confused, and that's the hardest part about playing Patrick.
Oh, absolutely. And SpongeBob, Patrick, you put them together, an iconic duo. But for folks that are curious to know when and where they can catch the show, how much tickets are, what is that information, and how can they find those tickets?
Well, they can see the SpongeBob musical at the Horseheads High School Auditorium. They can see it on March 14th